Previously on TSR Live.
The world would have us believe, the world would have the public at large believe that the average man cheats more than the average woman. Men are dogs, men are cheaters, all men cheat. We hear this all the time. But the manosphere, we figured this out. Okay? We have figured out that not only do women cheat more than men, they cheat a lot more. And the disparity is wide. It's not even close. All right? Wives and girlfriends cheat on their husbands and boyfriends far more than the opposite. Do I have studies or statistics to back this up? Nope. Am I there to see every man who fucks every woman so I can keep tally? Nope, absolutely not. So one might ask, well, how is it we know that women cheat more than men? Well, the answer is common fucking sense and basic mathematics, guys.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
If you take your girl to a club or a bar, you are asking for trouble. If you don't have a budget plan in place, you're gonna overspend every single time. What the hell are you spending $300 on a pair of sneakers for? A great physique is a game changer. If you were drunk when he fucked you, it's still cheating.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 207th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Tuesday, February 20th, 2018, and today is the day, gentlemen. Tonight is the night the sharpshooters can clinch the Tuesday night at 7:30 league title and claim our $1,000 cash prize. I thought last week was the day, but it turns out that tonight is the night. As of right now, we have at least a 2-game lead with 3 games to go. So if we win our first 2 games, we're the champs. If we win our first game and they lose their first game, we're the champs. Now, there are a couple of other scenarios, but basically, if we win 2 out of 3 games tonight, basically, if we take care of business, the sharpshooter bowling team, we are getting $250 a piece in cold, hard cash, which is a great payout for a bowling league. So it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I haven't bowled seriously in almost 20 years. And, back when I was 21, I was really, really good. My high game in league play was 262. My high game in non-league play was a 279. I haven't approached that in bowling league, but my high game in bowling league this year is 199. I've also shot a 180. I've shot into the 170s a couple times. So I'm above average. I think my average is probably in the 130s, high 130s, 140s, whatever. But 2 of our guys are in the 170s and 180s, and we are on track. We are definitely on track to clinch that title tonight and be $250 richer apiece. So I am certainly looking forward to that. We are brought to you in part by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. You guys can purchase Happy Hippo kratom through my affiliate link that I am putting in it's in the description, but I'm also putting it in the chat. You guys can purchase Happy Hippo kratom through my affiliate link to help yourself and support the show. Again, if you guys are looking for a caffeine-free energy boost, laser focused, energy boost, mood enhancement, Happy Hippo kratom is definitely your best option. We are broadcasting live simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Again, only streaming to the main YouTube channel from here on out, unless, of course, I get a community strike, at which point I will stream to my backup channel like I did the entire fall of 2017. Instagram is where I have my pre-show Q&A, so be sure to jump in on that. Usually lasts around 10 or 15 minutes, depending upon, how far behind I am, whatever the case may be. Follow me on Instagram, The Sharp Reality, all one word, no spaces, to be sure to get in on that. I'm not cheap when it comes to one-on-one consult and answering questions. I'll answer questions in the chat, so long as you super chat your questions in. But if you want free consultation, again, it's Q&A. I'm not going to get into any long, drawn-out conversations in Instagram. But if you guys are looking for a little bit of advice, if you have something to ask, something you want to tell me, etc., Instagram is the best way for you to do that at zero cost to you. 2 ways to support the show. You can support the show via Super Chat, or you can contribute through my donation link, www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp, where 100% of your contribution goes directly to the show. I love it when you guys Super Chat, but if you want more of your cash to come to the I always say, I don't know what the fuck I keep saying showers for. If you want more of your cash to come to the towers, guys, www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp is absolutely the best way to do that. Well, let's get to the topic at hand, guys. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I don't have a topic at hand. Hang on a second. I'm getting ready. Let me import my slide here. I know this is bad. I know this is bad radio, but I need to make sure that I get this up here. So the topic at hand, guys, while I fix this minor error, is Derrick Jaxn. And most guys here in the black community are well aware of who Derrick Jaxn is. They know who he is, what he represents, etc. There we go. Shout out to Andrew Cribbs with the $20 super chat. I appreciate the support. Greatly appreciate that. $20 super chat, Andrew Cribbs. Retro fan, shout out to you. Says, good show yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's show was a good one. Got a comment from a guy who has a son who looks just like Trayvon Martin. He abandoned all reason and sensibility. Took everything personally. I mean, like when I get comments from guys like this, he basically says your position is wrong. Blah 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 blah. No, fuck you, nigga. No, my position is not wrong. As a matter of fact, you know something? I'm actually going to call this dude out before we get to this Derrick Jaxn thing, because it's niggas like this that piss me off, man. This is where black people are like fucking females sometimes, as they abandon all reason and logic and base it purely on emotion, and they base it purely on emotion. Let me just read this comment to you guys, because this is just some ignorant ass bullshit. Where's it at? Where is this nigga? His name is Jack Bone. He says, Trayvon Martin was a child, dude. I have a son who looks like Martin did. I would have still been killing Zimmerman for killing my son. Abandon this point. Your position is incorrect. You ignorant ass fuck. You ignorant ass nigga. If George Zimmerman had killed my son, you better believe I would have chopped that motherfucker's head off. That was not my point. My position was that Trayvon Martin was not a schoolboy. The fact that we abandoned talking about, the fact that we deitize and we canonize these victims, we make them seem like saints, right? Like Trayvon Martin was on his way to choir practice, walking to his father's house on the way from the grocery store with milk. And no. Trayvon Martin should not have been killed, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't complicit in what happened. You guys can say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't give a shit if your son's name is Trayvon Martin. My position is, and will always be, it is irresponsible to leave out the fact that as African American men, we must not put ourselves in positions for these things to happen. No, it's not Trayvon's fault that he got shot and killed. I would have chopped George Zimmerman's head off too. But this is where this nigga gets this wrong. He says your position is incorrect. He doesn't even talk about what my position is. My position, as far as he's concerned, is that Trayvon Martin is not an angel. He's not a saint. He didn't do everything perfectly. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. This guy, this nigga Jack Bone, unsubscribe from my channel. Fuck you. Fuck out of here. Abandon your position. Nigga, fuck you. You don't know shit, man. You don't know shit. If I had a son who was killed by George Zimmerman, of course I'm going to shoot that motherfucker in the head. Are you kidding me? This nigga's going to act like I said, well, because Trayvon Martin might have been in the wrong, then that, no. Stupid ass niggas, man. Unbelievable. This is the kind of shit that I get from these pro blacks. I'm not black enough. Right? Anyway. Oh boy, here we go. Hang on a second. This guy wants to be in a live video with me. Oh, get out of here with this. Anyway, let me get on to what I was talking about. Like I said, most of us are well aware of who Derrick Jaxn is. And for those of you guys who aren't really aware of who he is, I'll give you guys the Reader's Digest version. Derrick Jaxn is an internet personality who focuses on uplifting black women while denigrating black men. Listen, that's about the size of it. Okay, there are other elements involved, and he's written books and this and that and the other. All right, but that's really basically who he is. There's nothing profound or special about what he does, only that he is a strong advocate of black women, and a strong opponent of black men. His signature piece, his signature book that he just released, Single Moms Are for Grown Men Only, they drew a lot of attention, obviously, mostly positive. Now, predictably, black single mothers and simps hailed its release, and I'm going to read you some of the reviews. Quote, I really want to thank you for this book. It brought out so many points that I needed to realize as a single mother. As I continue to love myself, I will try harder to keep an open mind that my grown man is out there. Nah, bitch, you had it right the first time. Your grown man is not out there. Niggas ain't checking for single moms anymore. Niggas ain't trying to fuck with baby mamas who got baby daddy drama. Like, for serious, keep an open mind, sweetie. There's nothing to keep an open mind about. You are a single mom. Your dating options are limited. Here's another one. Mr. Jaxn should be commended for his courage to speak honestly about single mothers and add common sense back into the conversation. That makes zero sense. What? It's common sense that we should be wifing up single moms? These fucking hoes? Here's one more. I would definitely recommend this book to newly single mothers. It touches on many of the things you go through. Now, to be fair, guys, you would expect single mothers to give this book rave reviews, right? I mean, after all, who would disagree or disparage something written about them in a positive light? But by the same token, you would also expect simps to fall in line with their programming and co-sign on this particular book as well. But for all of Derrick Jaxn's accolades, there's a swelling, there's almost like a groundswell. It's like an undercurrent of dissent, most notably with black men, okay? Even black women have started jumping on the hate Derrick Jaxn train. So while people create videos exposing Derrick Jaxn as a fraud, I would submit to you guys that if you believe that Derrick Jaxn believes what he talks about, he's got you fooled. Derrick Jaxn wins. Listen, Derrick Jaxn is a good-looking dude. There's no doubt about it. And good-looking men have options. Like, this is Red Pill 101. Men who look like Derrick Jaxn ain't checking for black single moms, guys. They are not. Like seriously, if you look like Derrick Jaxn, why would you put up with self-righteous, entitled, spoiled bitches with 4 baby daddies when you can fuck with white girls with none of that baggage? Why would you do that? And it appears that Derrick Jaxn is well aware of his sexual market value, and proof of this is all over the internet, right? He takes pictures of himself in muscles and stretch mark lover and all this other kind of stuff, wife beaters. All right, cool. Hey, listen, man, I ain't mad at you, right? The guy hits the gym. Do you? All of that said, guys, hating on Derrick Jaxn makes you look weak. It makes you look stupid, and it makes you look inadequate. The droves of black women who adore this nigga are always quick to point out that the men who put out scathing remarks against him are envious of him. You want to know something? They're right. If you hate on Derrick Jaxn, that is a you problem. Derrick Jaxn is a skilled hustler. He is like a stripper. He is like a woman. He's like a 22-year-old bombshell of a woman who gets married to a 47-year-old rich guy and decides to cash out early. You got to use what your mama gave you. This is what Derrick Jaxn does. So some men might say, okay, Donovan, we get it. But why should we stop talking shit about a man who talks shit about us? Why shouldn't we call him out for lying to black women and making them worse for black men, right? Because what Derrick Jaxn does to black women, he doesn't do anything for black women. He does things to them, right? He makes black women worse, which in turn trickles down to us. Well, fortunately for us, we have more options than black women, so really he's hurting them more than he's hurting us. He's not hurting black men. Well, the answer is very simple as to the reason why we should stop talking shit about Derrick Jaxn. Is that Derrick Jaxn is simply exploiting black women. This is what he is doing, guys. Guys, listen. Derrick Jaxn, let me move my monitor over a little bit just to get, there we go, just to get the right perspective here. There we go. I think this looks a little bit better. Let me view this request. I don't like it when, for whatever reason, I guess I have to put this disclaimer out there. If I'm on Instagram, don't request to come live on my show with me. Like, come on, man. Anyway, Derrick Jaxn's a smart guy, and it appears that he's a solid businessman to boot, right? He recognized that his good looks, combined with telling a group of thirsty-ass bitches what they want to hear, would create a life-changing financial windfall for him. It has made him rich. Guys, we can call him a sellout, we can call him a simp, we can call him a coon, we can call him whatever we want. At the end of the day, gentlemen, the fact of the matter is that he doesn't give a shit what any of us call him because he's laughing all the way to the bank. He's damaging black women by the hour with his act. You want to know something, guys? He does not care. This dude is making $50 large a month, right? So why should he care? If black women are dumb enough to buy his books and watch his videos and buy into the bullshit that he's taught and swallow the bullshit and like the taste, why would he not take that payday? Why would he not do that? We can all sit here and say, well, I would never sell out like a nigga like that. I'd keep it 100 and keep us moving. Nigga, please. Listen, man. If you're a good-looking black dude and you see the life Derrick Jaxn lives, you cannot say unequivocally that you wouldn't, at the very least, consider selling at least a piece of your soul for a better life. And you know what? It's not even a piece of his soul. Derrick Jaxn is not selling any of his soul. He's just lying to black women and getting paid for it. That ain't costing him a goddamn thing. He makes crappy videos from his car. And he's all theatrical and da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool, man. Like, do you? Like, if that's what pays the bills, I ain't mad at you. So, I guess the next question is how do we know that Derrick Jaxn is a fraud? I wouldn't say that Derrick Jaxn is a fraud per se. What I am saying is that it is clearly obvious to me and other 5%ers red pill aware men like myself that he doesn't endorse what he is telling to black women. Think about this, guys. Do you think a man who looks like him would wife up a fat black woman riddled with stretch marks who's broke and has 3 baby daddies? Of course not. But he tells black men that they should. Like, if you wouldn't do it, why are you telling us to do it? Any man who doesn't do what he tells other people to do, any man who doesn't practice what he preaches is, in essence, I guess, a fraud. There are a lot of snake oil salesmen out here. There are a lot of people out here who, listen, whatever. Do as I say, not as I do. I understand. I'm not passing judgment on that. That said, just because he is a fraud doesn't mean that we shouldn't hate on him. We as black men, we shouldn't hate on Derrick Jaxn. He's not hurting us. He's hurting black women. They should be the ones that have the problem with Derrick Jaxn, not us. Yes, he talks about these bum-ass niggas who ain't got a job, got 3 baby mamas, lives with his mama, and never takes a queen on a date at a restaurant that doesn't have a drive-thru. But if you as a man know that he's not describing you, why would you give a shit? Why would you care? Right? Like, that's why I don't get mad at Derrick Jaxn, because he's not talking about me. Why should I give a shit? I'm winning. I'm good. And the funny thing is that his overly theatrical renditions of the stereotypical black man ruffles the feathers of those he is accurately describing, guys. This isn't to say that black men doing response videos to him fall into this category, but like the old saying goes, guys, a hit dog always barks. If you outwardly hate Derrick Jaxn because of the shit that he talks about men, maybe it's time to look in the mirror and think about whether or not, at the very least, that some of what he says isn't true about you. Right? Like, that's, again, I'm keeping it 100. Derrick Jaxn doesn't piss me off because I know I'm not these people. It's the same thing with black women who get all up in arms with guys like me, Minister Jap, O'Shea, when we talk shit, 18 reasons why you shouldn't date black women. And then black bitches are all in my mentions. Oh, nigga, you don't know shit. Why are you getting mad? Like, and it's funny because black women say, well, I'm married to a white man and I'm this and that. Okay, well, if you're none of the things that I just described, then why are you getting upset? Right? Like, why do you care? Like, if none of this applies to you, why are you wasting your breath talking shit to me? That's how this works, guys. This is common sense. At the end of the day, guys, and again, I'm keeping the show high and tight because, of course, tonight is bowling night. Derrick Jaxn is profiting off of a target-rich environment. That's what this is. There are scores of black women who are lonely. They're bitter. They're angry. They're looking for someone to cape up for them because God knows the men that are actually willing to cape up for them, they're dwindling by the day. The men that truly cape up for them, listen, those numbers are dwindling. Derrick Jaxn doesn't believe the shit that he talks, but there are men out there that actually endorse the Derrick Jaxn mindset. Like, for real. Derrick Jaxn doesn't believe the shit that he says about black women, but there are actual black men out there who believe this shit. Derrick Jaxn's not one of these men, but there are men out there who really do believe this stuff. Well, guess what? Their numbers are shrinking. Black men are starting to wake up and starting to figure out that black women aren't worth the paper they're fucking printed on. Black men are... Now, here's the thing. Black men are still checking for sisters. As a matter of fact, most black men are checking for sisters. The problem is, right? This is why black women are still single. Because the men that are checking for them ain't shit. High-value black men that are actually worth something. Black men that are actually out there making something of themselves. Black men who have something going on. Black men who are going places. Black men who are in these places. Ain't checking for black chicks, man. They're not doing it. Listen, most black men out there are pro-black women. They want to fuck black women. They want black families. But that number shrinks exponentially by the hour, gentlemen. Well, this is where Derrick Jaxn comes in. A good-looking brother who tells black women that they are queens, who are worthy of everything they deserve and more, just because they're black women. Listen, guys, Derrick Jaxn is merely... Listen, he is the right guy in the right place at the right time. And he is taking full advantage of a misguided, gullible customer base. Let's not mistake what we're talking about here. Customer base. Black women are not... Like, he doesn't see black women as queens. He sees them as customers. He sees them as marks. He sees them as targets. Customer base that is too stupid to realize that he is just telling them what they want to hear in order to extract money out of them. And he's pulling it off, guys. Black men who hate on Derrick Jaxn, y'all need to check yourselves. If you don't fall into the bum-ass nigga category that he consistently roasts on, then don't trip. It's a waste of time and energy. Now, me personally, I'm not saying that I would ever have a beer with Derrick Jaxn, but at the same time, I'm not going to hate on someone who has absolutely, positively no effect on my life whatsoever. The only impact Derrick Jaxn has on my life is that I am sitting right here, right now, talking about him on my show. But after I hit the stop streaming button, and I go put on my bowling shoes and hit the lanes, I ain't thinking about Derrick Jaxn, man. And neither, that's how this works. Honest, dude, if I'm keeping it 100, if I hadn't found the red pill, Donovan Sharp might have been Derrick Jaxn before Derrick Jaxn. Like, if I'm keeping it real, right? It's a lot more profitable to be Derrick Jaxn than it is to be Donovan Sharp. You can believe that. Black men who hate on him are just mad that they didn't think of his hustle first, guys. Don't hate the player, gentlemen. Hate the game. Derrick Jaxn is winning, and I don't give a shit one way or the other, and neither should you. Shout out to Rob Cruz with the $5 super chat. Said supporting his military law enforcement members. Share your views, Donovan. Got the email. Thank you. Yes, finally got up with Rob Cruz. Like I said, Derrick Jaxn doesn't believe this shit. And here's another thing. Here's another reason why Derrick Jaxn is winning. Because he gets most of his publicity from black men. Black men who do all of, and listen, I wrote a hit piece on Derrick Jaxn, but that was to tell people to stop hating on Derrick Jaxn. You guys can find the article version of this particular podcast episode number 207 on negromanosphere.com, dropped this Sunday while I was in South Florida. He gets most of his publicity from black men. Black men are giving him free advertisement. Oh, Derrick Jaxn needs to stop. No, dude, leave that nigga alone, man. Leave him alone. Let him make his money. And black women, bless their souls, they flock to Derrick Jaxn even more. Because in their minds, well, hell, if black men hate it, then we love it, right? They love Derrick Jaxn just to spite black men. Like I said, guys, Derrick Jaxn is winning, and he is going to continue to win. Listen, dude, he ain't going anywhere. There's nothing you can do about it. Quit hating on this nigga, for real. Let's go to the towers here quickly. Freelance Ronin, shout out to you, my friend. R. Garner 526. What's up, guys? I had a migraine. Listen, real talk. I had a migraine headache 10 minutes before the show. Man, like my head was killing me. Dude, I took 3 grams of Happy Hippo 2, Happy Hippo Kratom. My girl brought me some roll-ups. She brought I'm drawing a fucking blank here. She bought me salami and ham roll-ups with like ham in them because I'm, doing the keto thing. I did that, took some kratom, had some sugar-free Kool-Aid. I think it's Crystal Light or whatever, and I feel 100% better. So not only does, again, guys, listen, yes, Happy Hippo Kratom, that's a sponsor, but guys, I use this stuff. It's good for mood enhancement. It's good for energy. It's good for focus. It's good for all that. Helps me with my headaches. Guys, I've suffered from migraine headaches since I was 4 years old. And Happy Hippo Kratom helps me with that. Let me see what I got here from the Instagram crowd. Carlton726 says dudes should never hate on other dudes. That is a feminine trait. Abso-fucking-lutely. Thumbs up, Carlton726, man. Could not have said it better myself. Steeler Raw DeBiller, the nigga who tried to get on live with me, says, yeah, he's trying to Steve Harvey in a way, get all women to love and Israeli. Yes. Steve Harvey's the same way. Steve Harvey doesn't believe half the shit he tells black women. He does it for profitability. That's all there is to it. Shout out to Mike Colquhoun, or Colquhoun. I can't pronounce. Yeah, man, I swear to God, you guys got to come up with some names that are readable. Shout out to Eli Neblet for subscribing. Ozzy411 wants to know what the topic is about. Talking about Derrick Jaxn, Ozzy, and why we shouldn't hate on Derrick Jaxn. Good to have you in here as well. Let's check the towers, see what's going on. Razor's Edge, quadruple 8. Tired of the BS. 2178 says Derrick Jaxn is King Simp. No, he's not. Derrick Jaxn is a skilled hustler, man. Like, dude, listen, I'm hating on Derrick Jaxn because I didn't think of it first. Like, dude, if I knew that I could make a mint off of just telling black women what they want to hear, telling black women that I love stretch marks, I love fat women with 3 baby daddies, dude, honestly, like I said, I might have been Derrick Jaxn before Derrick Jaxn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, straight up. I'd be out here doing exactly like he's doing. Oh, black women, y'all are queens. Niggas need to man up and get with y'all. Fuck those niggas, man. Single moms is for grown men only. I love y'all. And steady fucking white girls on the side. You better believe it. I'd be hustling the hell out of these bitches, man. The only reason why I'm hating on Derrick Jaxn is because he beat me to the hustle. Game recognizes game. Mr. Old School Writer in the house. Good to see you in here. I haven't seen you in a while. Miami J in the motherfucking house. Andrew Cribbs says, I appreciate all your content. You are the best. Again, shout out to you with that $20 super chat, man. I appreciate it. E. Hawthorne A says, read the article. Was a good one. Good. Very good. Very good. Mr. Old School. Mr. Old School Writer says, I hate that simping shit that D. Jackson be saying, but these hoes like to be sold dreams like them. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like these, and listen, black women are starting to wake up, but not enough to really make a dent in his pockets. Like, he is damaging these women, dude. He's telling black women, girl, you ain't got to change a thing. Stay fat, stay beautiful, stay my rotund queen, and I'ma fuck y'all to sleep like Usher said. That's all y'all got to do. Then he sits in his car with these videos. Y'all need to da-da-da. Like he's so theatrical. It's like he is over the top theatrical. And I think to myself, how can anyone take him seriously? But dude, black women take him seriously. Dude, go to his channel. Like the guy is winning. Like I'm not even mad at that. I'm really not. Dude, if I look like Derrick Jaxn, you best oh my God. Please, dude. I'd be being a part-time simp to be a full-time red pillar. I'm not saying I wouldn't take a piece of that. Excessive 65 says DJ's a simp. Derrick Jaxn plays the role of a simp, right? It's like these boy bands who sing about like it's all R&B singers, right? They have all these beta simp songs in this and that. Like everybody gets on Drake because he's a simp. Drake is not a simp, ladies and gentlemen. He does simpish things and he has simpish guys. Dude, Drake is rich, man. Like he's rich. He's winning. When you're that rich, you can be a simp. Derrick Jaxn's not a simp. He plays the role of a simp. That is his character on camera. Off camera, Derrick Jaxn is as red pill as any other nigga out there, straight up. You think he's fucking fat baby mamas? Fuck no. He's fucking big titty blonde white girls, just like the rest of us niggas out here. Donnell says Derrick Jaxn is a pimp, straight up. Nike in Ikea 31 says he is a professional simp. That is a good way to say it. Derrick Jaxn is a professional simp. He gets paid very well to be a simp. T. Williams says he's just trying to sell books. Absolutely. Donnell says he is pimping these women and being paid handsomely, I'm sure. Listen, I've talked to people. Derrick Jaxn makes at least 50 large a month, straight up. Donnell says I don't hate him. I just know he's full of shit. Philip Brown says fatality. Donovan Sharp wins. NY Kia says 31, so basically he's like Tariq Nasheed. I don't think so. Tariq, just talking about Tariq King Nasheed. I actually read Tariq Nasheed years and years ago, right before I went all through my shit with Amy. And I was on the cusp of finding the red pill when I started reading Tariq Nasheed. Then I started paralegal school and all that took a backseat. And then of course I went through all what I went through. Anthony Russell says $50K a month. I'm about to sell out starting tomorrow, right? Like straight up, man. Like, listen, don't hate the player, guys. Hate the game. He's figured it out. John Paul says Donovan keep giving him that work, straight up. Yeah, Freelance Runner says funny thing is he has 2 baby mamas from what I hear. Yes, 2 white baby mamas. Yes, Derrick Jaxn has 2 kids by 2 white girls. Come on, like, is anybody surprised? And I've seen pieces on there. Oh my God, Derrick Jaxn is a fraud. He's knocked up 2 white girls. Why is this a surprise to anybody? Like, you guys didn't see this coming? Frank M says never wife a whale. Hell no. Fuck no. Mod Squad in this bitch. Love it. Dude, what? 212 says he's a salesman. Absolutely. Corey Scarborough says I don't get mad. I don't get upset if Derrick Jaxn talks about black men. It doesn't bother me. And some of these black women be upset because the red pill doesn't want them. That's what it is, dude. Derrick Jaxn is the guy that tells these rejected black women, and the vast majority of them are rejected black women, keep your head up, baby girl. He just doesn't see you for the jewel that you are. He doesn't see you for the queen that you are. Right? These broke ass niggas, they don't deserve you. You a queen. Niggas who look like me want to wife y'all up. Now, if y'all excuse me, I got to go back there and fuck Becky. Derrick Jaxn is a funny dude, man. He really is. Dude Watt 212 says Jaxn definitely has some simpish way, though, you must admit. No, listen, Derrick Jaxn is not a simp, guys. He plays the role of a simp. Maybe he's a simp in real life. I don't know, but he's knocked up 2 white girls, and my guess is that them 2 white girls are 2 good-looking white girls. Derrick Jaxn is not fucking ugly bitches, guys. He's not doing it. How do I know? Because I know. I'm fucking red. Like, dude, the sexual market never lies. That's just how it goes. This is great. I get 125 people watching. 125 people watching. I'm 35 minutes in. And I got 125 people watching because I'm talking about Derrick Jaxn. Guys, don't hate on Derrick Jaxn, man. Like, for real, dude. Don't hate. Emulate. Right? Like, listen, honestly, and I'm being dead serious about this. If you're a good-looking brother, right, go out and get on steroids a little bit. You know, lift some weights, get all swole. Get you a nice car, get you an iPhone, be like, look, sisters. Right? And just become another Derrick Jaxn. Right? And if you fuck with white girls, don't let nobody find out. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Freelance likes my rotund queen. I love my portly sisters. More cushion for the pushing, baby girl. Let me put another baby in you. For real. Lorenzo Davis says, Professor Donovan, I'm back on the TSR. Had food poisoning from Jack in the Crack. Damn, that sucks. So Jack in the Box gave him food poisoning. That really fucking sucks. RT Clancy says Drake wouldn't commit to Serena Williams. Of course he wouldn't commit to Serena Williams. Because Drake has other younger, hotter options. And for the record, Serena Williams is not attractive, dude. I guess she's got a nice body. She's built like an Amazon, dude. Too muscular. Shout out to KJ Stinkmeter with the $2 super chat. Says, like these fake pastors peddling Jesus in a... peddling Jesus in a Benz. Straight up. Well, I am off to go and claim our $1,000 prize for winning the league. My thanks to all of my super chatters. My thanks to Andrew Cribbs. My thanks to Rob Cruz. My thanks to KJ Stinkmeter for their donations via super chat. Thanks for watching.